What's going on, guys? My name is Crimson CBAD and we are back with another ORAS Wi-Fi battle, and today we've got a mixed tier against Nips. So make sure you guys go check him out. If you don't already know who he is, the link to his Twitter and his YouTube will be down there below. And he does some awesome stuff. He's a crazy good VGC battler. I love the little series he puts on every week. So please make sure you guys go check him out. He is awesome. He is one of the few channels I originally started watching off that got me into this. So shout out to Nips in the comment section down below. I'm going to go on ahead and hop right on into this. We're having a mixed tier battle. You guys know that I'm primarily like a UU battler, so he said no Ubers, so I brought some UU, I brought some OU. He is, wow. Okay, let me take a picture of that team really quick. He's got the Glalie, the Leafeon, the Tauros, the Heatran, the Weezing, and the Salamence. So right off the bat, I see that. If we're not doing Ubers, he's got that Mega Glalie. Wow, okay. Okay, so what is he going to want to lead off with? Heatran gets rocks. Heatran does get rocks. So we can lead off with our forearms, which is our Machamp. Actually, do I want to do that? What hits the most on his team? Yeah. Machamp hits the most on his team, so I'm going to lead off with forearms. We do carry that Ice Punch against the Leafeon and the Salamence. We carry the Fighting type move and the Bullet Punch and the priority to get the Air Balloon Pop first turn on that Heatran. Machamp's going to put in some of the finest work right now, so we need to make sure of that. And I just looked over at my little recording. This is probably the last Lumberjack video you guys are going to see me do, because this is getting a bit much. So I'm going to go shave this definitely. And I apologize about the long johns. I was walking around cleaning my house, and I saw Nips post something on Twitter about wanting a battle, and I was like, yeah, you know, let me go out into that. So he leads off with Honda Civic, the Heatran. He is going to want to get that Stealth Rock off, nice and Stealth Rock, so we're just going to go straight up for a Dynamic Punch. He is going to withdraw first turn. He does not want anything to do with this. Let me pull up the picture of his team. He goes out and Schindler. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say to that nickname. Schindler. Okay, so he sees I go for the Dynamic Punch, so he knows I'm no guard. He's gonna go for a Willow straight up here. Predicting that Willow, I am going to go out into I have a I'm gonna go out into my Arcanine here. Arcanine is gonna take that Will-O-Wisp to the bank, and this is actually a new Arcanine. This is actually a new Arcanine. You guys have seen Mascot Love before. This is Crimson. This is nice and Crimson. We're going to get that Intimidate drop off, I mean, for no reason other than the obvious. He's confused, so if he decides to go for the Willow here... Okay, so he hits himself. Let me open up this picture of his team really quick, so that way I don't forget. He could have the Flash Fire. I'm going to go for an Extreme Speed to Scout, because he could predict the Flare Blitz, go back out into the Heatran. So either way, I'm just going to go for an Extreme Speed. That's my safest bet to get any sort of damage off. So he does stay in, so we're going to get this Extreme Speed off. That does a fair amount. We're Life Orbed. He's confused. So he's just going to go for the Pain Split here, get a little HP back. Now, he doesn't really have anything he can do. Because, I mean, Weezing normally carries the Sludge Bomb, the Pain Split, the Willow, and, like, Flamethrower for coverage. So, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to take this opportunity and go out into my special attacker, which is Clefable Dark, or Gengar. And we're going to see how he wants to handle this. So, if he hits himself in Confusion, this will be good. He does hit himself in Confusion, so let me open up that team. That nice and screenshot team. He's got the Tauros, so he could predict the Shadow Ball coming through. We're Choice Scarfed. We're Choice Scarf, we're fully special attack invested. So if he predicts the Shadow Ball going out into the Tauros, I'm just going to go for this nice and Thunderbolt. And we'll see how much it wins. So he does withdraw the Schindler. If he does go out into the Tauros, goes out into Spartan. Spartan is that Tauros. What Pokeball was that in? Let me know what Pokeball that was in. That looked awesome. So, we're choice scarfed. We got this Thunderbolt. We should outspeed this thing. We should take it down, honestly. I don't see how a Tauros is going to outspeed a Gengar. I'm really curious to see if this thing has, like... I would probably switch out into the Leafeon to eat this hit, personally. He might not know it, so he does switch out. Sometimes I feel like they can hear me when I predict these things. So he goes back out into Honda Civic, which is the Heatran. So he could have thought I was going to go with like a Sludge Wave or something to get some stab damage off going out into that. But either way, we are going to get a little bit of damage off. We see he's got the leftovers. I'm going to go out into Shelbert. Shelbert's our Blastoise. If Blastoise can take a Will-O-Wisp, because it's specially offensive, and he can definitely dish out some Water Pulse damage. So he just he goes for the Stealth Rock. So if this is a Stealth Rock Roar Heatran, I'm going to be annoyed. But good thing is that Shelbert does carry that Rapid Spin. So I am just going to Rapid Spin these rocks away real quick. He's got nothing. He's got no Ghost typing on his team to take this Rapid Spin, so it is going to end up working out in our favor. He does withdraw the Honda Civic to take this Rapid Spin. Goes on to Lilo. Lilo, there's that Leafeon. I was wondering when that Leafeon was going to make a play. So nice and Rapid Spin off. Lilo carries that Leaf Blade. Lilo carries that Leaf Blade that I don't want to take. And I want to keep Shelbert around for that Heatran, definitely. I'm just going to switch right back out into Crimson. Crimson's a bulky set. It's definitely mixed as far as EV spread goes and natures go. We're going to get that Intimidate drop for when he does go for the Leaf Blade, so that's good. It will force a switch, hopefully. Just goes for a Swords Dance to set up, so he knew I wasn't going to stay in, because I actually don't carry any grass coverage on my Blastoise. I'm just going to go for a Willow here. He goes for a knockoff. He's going to get that Life Orb damage off. Swords Dance, Life Orb. Swords Dance knockoff on my Life Orb. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So we do get the burn damage on this thing, which is crucial, because it can keep setting up and setting up, but its attack is still halved. I'm going to go for a Flare Blitz here. He does outspeed me, so he could switch out into Heatran, and then my dad's in the background of this video, so that's how that is. Sorry. Taking off for work? No idea. Charlie's room, probably. Oh, Mardi Gras. I was wondering what was going on tonight. Oh, okay. Probably Charlie's room. So he's going to go for a Leaf Blade. We resist that. He's burned. We live on 7, so this Flare Blitz is going to come through, and this is going to do a crazy amount of damage. Stab, it's super effective. Leafeon, in my knowledge, is a defensive tank. So Leafeon goes down, but unfortunately our Arcanine goes down as well. Which is definitely... I mean, you know, Crimson put in some work. We got that wall out of the way. Now, I think that's blood on both sides of the field, first time. So this is a good battle so far, honestly. I'm going to go back out into Forearms, because honestly, Forearms hits everything except that Salamence really hard, and he does go out into Spartan. I am still a little sick, guys. I apologize. I am feeling really good, though, like, comparatively speaking to, like, the past 3 days. So, we can go for a super effective Dynamic Punch. We can go for... I honestly think an Ice Punch is our safest play. An Ice Punch should kill from this range, honestly. I'm going to go for an Ice Punch. He goes for a Rock Climb. Rock Climb Tauros. That's a threat. We live on 40. We get this Ice Punch off, so even if Ice Punch doesn't kill it, Bullet Punch should. Bullet Punch is going to take this thing out because, wow, Rock Climb Tauros. I always heard Rock Climb Tauros was a thing, but I never knew how much damage that did. Wow. Wow. So we're just going to go for a nice and bullet punch right here. Get that Tauros out of the way. Okay. So now we see he's got left. He's got that Heatran. He's got the Weezing. He's got the Mega Glalie. And he's got the Salamence. So, I'd predict, honestly... I predict the Weezing. He could just go out into not Mega Mens. He could just go out into Salamence and just try and knock me out real quick. Which is definitely a possibility. Airborne Rim. So here's that Salamence. He's going to get that Intimidate drop. Salamence does... Salamence is going to outspeed us every single which way. Who do I have left? Okay, I'll have some guys left to take care of that Glalie. He might predict a switch and try and set up, so I'm going to go for this Ice Punch. Just goes for an EQ. That's the safest bet, honestly. Oh, that went down really slow. I thought we almost took that for a second. I would have cried. So, Life... Okay, no, that was Life Orb. We wouldn't live that. So, we've got... I don't know if he carries the Iron Head, but we're going to go out into Woe Is Me, our floor just right here. And... just go straight up for... He could go for the... So there's two ways he can go about this. He can either go for the Iron Head. If Salamence carries Iron Head, does Salamence get Iron Head? What type of... I want to know if Salamence gets any sort of coverage. Because I know Garchomp does. I know a lot of these dragon types do. So I want to see really quick. What do you get as far as coverage goes? You get Iron Tail. You get Iron Tail. So, if he carries the Iron Tail for fairy types, he could do that. I'm going to go for a Moonblast here, predicting he stays in. He goes for a Fire Blast, actually, so that was a safe bet. We can eat this Fire Blast up. Very resist the Fire Blast. We're really, really bulky. He gets that Life Orb damage. This Moonblast is about to come off really quick. He's about to catch this Moonblast. Okay. So, Salamence is down. So we've got another threat out of the way. We've got Weezing, Glalie, and Heatran left to deal with. We do resist the fire with our, we don't resist it, but I mean, if he carries like a Magma Storm or a Lava Plume or something, our floor just is very specially defensive. So he's actually going to go out into Glalie. Now... I'm just going to go for another Moonblast here. There's no reason not to. He is going to Mega Evolve. Okay, so he's going to get that Refrigerate ability off. Look at that. Glalie's beard is almost as good as mine. I'm going to go for a Glalie for Halloween. I'm going to grow this back out. I'm going to go for a Mega Glalie. He goes for a Body Slam. That's Stab now because of Refrigerate. It was a crit too. I don't know if that crit mattered, honestly. I'm not going to get salty about it because it was a good play. Now, I'm pretty sure Ground is good against Ice. If I had to imagine. Fighting Rock, Steel, and Fire. I actually have no actual coverage against that. Fighting Rock, Steel, and Fire. I have no more coverage against this Glalie. And Glalie is very, very... Oh, its stats are 80s across the board. So... I'm going to go out into Shelbert, honestly. We're We're just going to get as much stab damage off. Because I don't have Machamp and Crimson anymore, this is where this battle's kind of taking a turn, where I don't know if I can pull this off. I am just going to go for a Hydro Pump here. I'm going to hope it connects. If this Hydro Pump connects, we're going to see how much damage it wants to do. He does just withdraw. Okay. Withdraw the Glalie, and he goes back out into Schindler, which is that Weezing. Weezing's physically defensive, not specially defensive. So this Hydro Pump does connect. Let's see how much this wants to do. That does not want to do a lot at all. He carries the Pain Split. We're just going to stay in and go for these Hydro Pumps and see how we do. Hydro Pump does go off. He avoids it, though, and he does go for a Sludge Wave. Nice and Sludge Wave. So he could have switched out into Gengar. That does not a lot of damage, and he does not get the Toxic off either. Which is good. This is really good. Hydro Pump come through. Hydro Pump come through. If this Hydro Pump comes through, we can just keep getting this damage off. That's going to bring him down. That was a crit. That was a crit. Okay, so he goes for the Will-O-Wisp now, knowing I'm staying in. Because I don't... Gengar's not physically offensive, so the burn wouldn't matter too much, but my Beedrill does not want to get burned. I think my best bet, honestly, is to go for a Hydro Pump and hope I connect. Connect, 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 connect. We do connect. That is a dead Weezing. That is a dead Weezing going down to the Hydro Pump. So left he has that Heatran and he's got that Mega Glalie. Honestly, that Mega Glalie worries me the most. Because I run Drill Run on my Mega Beedrill. And we've still got Shelbert. So, Hydro Pump connect, Hydro Pump come through. Come on. You know what, now that I talk about it, I'm not too worried about that Heatran because I run Drill Run on my Mega Beedrill. So if this Hydro Pump connects, we need to get some damage off on this thing. We need to. And I really hope this isn't like a lull set for Glalie, because my Mega Glalie that I run is just for the lulls. Get that Stab Refrigerate explosion. Just gonna go for an Earthquake. That solid play. Solid play. We could have switched out to Gengar to get that Levitate, so we are gonna go for a Hydro Pump. We do connect. Let's see how much this wants to do. That crit mattered. That crit mattered. I don't care what anybody says. That crit mattered. That crit so mattered. Nips, I'm sorry. If you're watching this, I apologize. Bottom of my heart. Bottom of my heart, I apologize for that. So all we've got left is Honda Civic, which is going to catch this Hydro Pump. Steel doesn't resist it, so it is going to be super effective. Your Steel's neutral, Fire's super effective, so this should be a super effective hit. We do connect the Hydro Pump. That's going to do a little over half. He's just going to go for a Lava Plume straight up. Safe play. We resist that, and we've got the Assault Vest on it, so we're going to take that. Is burn damage is going to take us out, unfortunately. So now, a Jolly Mega Beedrill should outspeed. A Jolly Mega Beedrill should outspeed. I've got no reason not to Mega Evolve and go for this Drill Run. Get as much speed as possible behind us and go for it. Excuse me again, guys. So, get that nice and Mega Evolve off. Mega Beedrill. So powerful. So powerful. So trill. We do outspeed. We do go for this Drill Run. That should be game. That is going to be game. Nips, thank you so much for that battle. Alright, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize about that crit. I could have went either way without that crit. I don't know if it mattered. I really don't. Make sure you guys, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe and check out to Nips' channel down below. The link to his Twitter and his YouTube will be down below as well. And if you guys love this battle, make sure you poke that like button for me. 15 likes on all these ORAS Wi-Fi battles keeps them coming. I I really hope you guys have been really liking them. You guys have been really coming out for all these Wi-Fi battles, so I really hope you guys have enjoyed this content. That being said, guys, subscribe if you're new to the channel. My name is CBAD, and I will talk to you all soon. Later.